Hey everybody, it's Monica with Mystic Maiden Oracle. Just going to do a quick self-care Sunday reading today, right before we go back to the work week, for most of us anyway. Yeah, so we're just going to see what Spirit has to say, what guidance Spirit has to keep you on track with your self-care. Because it's easy to get caught up in like work week stuff, work drama, life drama, just responsibilities and stuff. And so Spirit doesn't want you to lose focus of everything that you've been working on for the last, not just few weeks, but, every day, even the last 5 minutes. So we're talking about inner work too. I mean, obviously not obviously, but the stuff that we're doing inside, does manifest outward as well. But that's the focus, remember, is the mental, the emotional, the energetic, stuff like that, not so much the outer world with the physical stuff. And I mean your body in a physical sense, but not the material. That's what I mean. So let's get to it. Peace offering, white buffalo woman. So this is awesome. I love this card when I get it. I think all the cards are awesome. I say that a lot. But anyway, there's a lot of things that we have to make peace with ourselves about, So yeah, this could have something to do with maybe you and another person, there could be lots of situations, but we're talking about self-care right now. And so make peace with yourself. If there's mistakes you've made, remember that that's what they are. They're mistakes, and that's what we're here to do. If we all came here knowing everything, we wouldn't have a lot of the stuff we do. We wouldn't have war, probably. We wouldn't need jails. We wouldn't have institutions. We wouldn't have people dealing with their suffering in various ways. So making peace with yourself, forgiving yourself for the choices that you've made, maybe, and letting go of any shame, any guilt, any judgment that you have against yourself for things that you've done. Realizing that those are just things that, you did to get by. And we outgrow all sorts of things. So we can outgrow our coping mechanisms as well, or, our whatever it is. So yeah, that's what I hear for that. So sit and think, you might already know what it is, that maybe you're resentful of yourself, or you wish you had done something differently and you just can't stop obsessing about it, and it could be something that happened a long, long time ago, like 20 years or, I don't know, I keep hearing 20 years, but it could be 2 years ago too. Again, 2 minutes, who knows? But everything, everything happens for a reason. It was a learning moment. So what did you learn and how can you make peace? Yes, Ganesh. So I'm going to take that as whatever it is that you're thinking about. Maybe something came up when I was getting the channeling for this card. And so whatever that was, if you're wondering if that's what it is that you should be making peace with yourself about, the answer is yes. So yeah, I don't actually hear any more about that. I'm going to just keep moving. That one was pretty cut and dry. And saying yes to peace is kind of like, duh, who wouldn't say yes to peace? Because the other alternative would be, suffering or some other kind of angst. So if those are your options, I would think peace is a pretty easy choice to say yes to, probably followed by thank you. All right, some more. Let's see. Law of attraction. Oh, that came up right when we were talking in the beginning about how, when it wasn't the physical, oh, see, I messed up again, the material world, and, doing our inner work manifests outside. So law of attraction, relationships and activities that you once enjoyed are now changing as you become more sensitive and aware of energies. It's exactly what we were talking about in the beginning of this reading was, doing your work, your inner work, your energy work, your feelings work, your thought work, and it says relationships there. Relationships with yourself are going to improve too, and upgrade. You're going to outgrow things. It says relationships and activities that you once enjoyed are now changing. You're outgrowing them and you need to move on to something else. It doesn't mean that, what you're moving away from was bad. I mean, maybe it was, but remember, it served a purpose at one time or maybe for a long time in your life. And so we do things to survive, and maybe some of them are not as drastic as others, but whatever it is, we're doing it to get by the best way that we know how. And, if we're on this journey, and if you're watching videos like this, you're probably always looking for ways to, level up and get on a different frequency and increase your vibration and find your soul purpose and, things like that. And so, yeah, that everything was for a reason. And so the stuff that you're outgrowing, there's no reason to hate it or shame it or, curse it. Gratitude works wonders, and especially with law of attraction, being grateful for the things that you've done and the experiences you have had, even if they were hard. You survived and you've gotten this far, and you have a lot of wisdom to share once you learn it for yourself. So doing the work, we got the dream jar out. I remember to put it out from our last reading, since the card came up. It was actually God box, but same idea to me. So, putting your dreams out there and dreaming big, and then putting them somewhere special on your altar, in a box, under your pillow. I don't know, anywhere that resonates with you, to be guided on what work you need to be doing on the inside to start attracting the things that you want on the outside. Power animal. Yeah. Your animal spirit guide is a guardian to you and is helping you with this situation. So power animals, we all have, our totem animals. So it's not just one, it could be anyone. And maybe it's something that you're seeing a lot lately. Maybe it's your pet that you have, maybe your furry friend gives you strength. Maybe there's an animal that you really, really like, and maybe you already know the meaning of it. Like we have buffaloes in here, horses, Ganesh. I don't know a lot about her, but just looking at it, you have and I said her, I don't remember if it's him or her. But the elephant, I think it's a him. I think that's the sun. Anyway, elephant trunk. So it would be maybe, that's a unicorn too, not just a horse, which is cool because the unicorn deck is coming up next. But looking at things, like look up the spiritual meaning of the white buffalo or any buffalo. Look up the spiritual meaning of the elephant. Look up the spiritual meaning of a unicorn, and see what it says, and see which one or if all resonates with you, and then draw on the strength of that animal, and see what skills that those animals have that you can apply to your life. Self-care. I don't know if you have a dog or a cat, but they take naps, right? And they just kind of do whatever. They don't put a lot of, they kind of put thought into things, but for the most part, like my dog's sitting right next to me, she's just chewing on her ball. That makes her happy right now. That's what animals do. So that's something that we can learn from them, is to, how to relax, how to just be loving, how to be forgiving. They don't hold grudges, and that's how we're supposed to act towards ourselves. I learned something in therapy, which was, if we're going to be compassionate to other people, we at least have to be as compassionate to ourselves, if not more. Because if we're not going to be, who else is going to be, right? So it's got to start with us. That's the law of attraction thing again. Okay. Balance, yes. Take time to relax. See, we're just talking about that, doing what the puppies do and the kitty cats and all the other animals that like to, sunbathe and all that. Indulge a little more or less. Set boundaries with your work. So we're talking about getting back into the work week. Don't get so caught up that, you're not taking your breaks at work, or, you're running around getting all stressed out, taking on other people's stress. Do what you can do in the time that you're there. And then remember that tomorrow is another day. And if there's things that, have to be done that day, prioritize, but maintain the balance. Make sure that you're, eating food throughout the day, drinking your water throughout the day, getting fresh air throughout the day, stretching your legs, taking your mind off of your work and doing something, listening to a song, whatever it is. Do something to make sure that, all of your energies are taken care of, all of your needs, your spiritual needs, your mental needs, your emotional needs, and it's really easy to get distracted and to get off balance. So, do a little grounding if you need to. If you get out of a meeting, or even before you get into the meeting, clear your energy, cut your cords after, go in there, bubble yourself, have the intention that you're not going to take on anybody else's shit while you're in there. You're just going to go sit in your meeting, do your part, and everybody else can act up however they want to, but it's not going to affect you. You're not taking that on. You're protecting your energy because it's valuable and precious. Also, it says, indulge a little more or less. Take time to relax. Don't relax too much either. You still got to do some stuff. So don't get it out of balance. Take the time to relax and have fun and do all that, but get the work done too. But like, instead of waiting until Friday to do something to relax, reward yourself for Monday. I mean, you got up and you went to work and you handled your business. So you should have a little bit of a reward, I think. So does Spirit. That's why this is coming through right now. Same thing with Tuesday. You got up, you did it all again. Give yourself something to make you happy on Tuesday too, and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. You don't have to spend the whole day giving yourself something, or like, maybe not lobster every night unless you got it like that, but something to reward yourself and to keep you motivated for the rest of the week. Polarity and balance. Oh my Jesus, that is so great. Integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without the dark. Understand the law of polarity. I freaking love this card because that's what we're talking about with Pluto energy. That's what all of these readings so far have pretty much been about, because I guess the time I started kind of worked into where we're at right now with these videos, but that's what we're working on, is our shadows, the stuff that we don't want to look at, the stuff that we're reluctant to let go of, remember? So this is perfect. Remembering that things might be creeping up right now, like lots of conflict, lots of just crazy making stuff. And remember that it's temporary, it's going to pass. Maintain your balance, channel your power animal, decide what you are and aren't going to take on. And remember that your shadow is just as much a part of you as your light side is. And so sometimes we got to bring out a little bit of our past, to work together with our present. And that's okay. That's kind of what it's there for. We just don't let it get out of balance. Not everything has to turn into a fist fight or whatever, but still stand your ground, say your piece, use your voice, because what we're really working towards is being more authentic in ourselves, speaking our truth, walking our truth, all of that. So we can't do that if we're denying parts of us. So So yeah, I hope that I hope this reading resonated with you. I'd love to know in the comments. Please like, subscribe, and share. It's a good thing the reading's over because I can't really talk. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.